The American dream, to make money, to live a prosperous life. And like everything in life, there are averages, there are below average, there's above average. Michael Jordan was an above average basketball player. You may have been a below average. Everything in life has a measurement and data behind it. And many people want to know, what is the average income by age group in the United States of America? And that's what we're going to cover in this live feed, to give you some baseline data to see where you stand with regards to the average salary, to see if you make above average or below average, and to take a look at your trend. Are you making more than you used to? Are you making the same? Are you making less? Remember, a little bit of faith can move mountains, and a little bit of effort can improve your life. Andre, great to see you. Yes, it was very hot in Florida today, over 85 degrees with the heat index, I would say 95. Good to see you, Andre. I know you had a friend that moved out of Florida, and I think he went back up to New Jersey because he couldn't make it here. But he probably can't make it in New Jersey, because what I found in life is responsible people plan before they make decisions. Irresponsible people blame other people for their decisions. So let's get into it. If you are the ages of 16 to 19, the average income is about $22,000 a year. I believe I started working at 17. My first job was in the mall selling music CDs and tapes, and I made minimum wage, whatever it was at that time, $6 an hour. And I was probably in that category. I don't know what's $6 an hour, and I was working part-time because I was still going to school, so it's probably not even close to that. Good to see you, ESP, on a live chat. So if you're in high school or just out of high school, from ages 16 to 19, that age group makes on average of $22,000 per year, which is poverty, but you're out of high school, or you're working while you're going to high school, or working while you're going to college. Next, ages 20 to 24. The average income is about $27,000 a year. Again, we're talking about people probably still going to college or going to a trade school, or still young and trying to figure out life, so they're working very basic jobs. Remember, minimum wage is not a career. Minimum wage is to start early, build your career, build your experience, and then that's how you move up. Remember, if you work at one job and you stay there for 5 years and you're reliable and you get good annual reviews, you will move up. Remember, if you change jobs all the time, you don't have good reviews, you don't have good references, you always have to start back at the bottom on average. And that's what we're talking about. Understanding life, money, and your participation in the workforce, or your lack of. Remember, if you don't participate, you ain't get nothing. Yeah, and remember, if you don't participate and you want to go to Chick-fil-A and see other people serve you, or you want to go to Walmart and have the shelves stacked, remember, you're not participating, but you want other things to be there for you to buy. Good to see you, Cartoon Mark. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Cartoon Mark. All right, next. Now we're talking about, now you're becoming a young adult, ages 25 to 34. Now the average person is starting to move up. You're at almost $40,000 a year. From ages 25 to 34, now you're out of college, or you're out of trade school, or you have some experience. Remember, you increase your income by working a job for several years, getting experience, getting good reviews, and that's how you move up, whether with the same company or different company. And now you're making about $40,000 a year from ages 25 to 34, the average person. There's above average and below. I know every male measured his penis to see if he was above average or below. I know every woman looks at her tits and her ass in the mirror to want to know, how does she compare? People compare. Never forget it. Next, Now we're talking about the heart of your career. The heart of your career, okay, is in your 30s and 40s. And that's what I tell you guys, participate early. I had a lot of friends that they didn't want to participate in their 20s. And then they got to their 30s and 40s and they're starting at the bottom, and then you get discouraged, and then you blame, and then the bottom of the barrel. Remember, the 30s and 40s is when you're, in one sense, peaking in the workforce. Remember, if you don't start, you're just starting. Remember, if you don't start, you're just starting. Never forget that. So from ages 35 to 44, the average income is about $49,000. Now we're talking about average in the United States of America, the average of all 50 states. Remember, the average salary in New York may be different than the average salary in Florida. The average salary in Texas may be different than the average salary in Kentucky. But remember, there's different cost of living. Remember, there's different quality of life. And so there's a lot of factors, but we're talking averages in the entire United States of America. We're giving some information tonight. Good to see you, Hal. Hal goes, what's good, Sam? I need to make more than 58, and I am 58.5 I am making. Well, you're almost making $60,000 a year. You're in your late 30s or early 40s, so you are making above average. Right now, the averages are around 49,000, so you're above average. Now, you can make $150,000 a year, have 2 houses, 3 cars, and, 5 kids. You could be dead broke. Remember, salary is one metric of finances. Excuse me. You have to also manage your expenses. Remember, if you're trying to get ahead by cutting your expenses, but you're not increasing your income, you're not getting ahead, you're surviving. The only way you get ahead is increase income, decrease expenses, surplus. You can't cut expenses to zero because you always got to eat. You always got to have gas, insurances. Now look, you can have subsidized house, you can have EBT cards. I have someone I know in my family. That's right. I have someone I know in my family. They got a voucher. They got the opportunity to not work. They've never worked. They wake up when they want. They take a nap. Yeah, you take a nap. But when they go to the store, they want everything there. Shelves stocked. They want gasoline at the gas station. They don't participate in the workforce. They got the ability to go to the gym. They got the ability to drive. They got a driver's license saying that you're not too disabled to drive. And they lie on their voucher and their EBT recertification. They act like they've been doing something. They don't do it. And then they complain that the conditions aren't good enough. Remember, if you don't work, your dreams don't work. Remember, if you're looking a way to live so cheap that you don't have to do anything, you are the devil. The devil's a deceiver. The devil's a liar. The devil's a lazy slug. The devil's not necessarily disabled, but the devil has a driver's license and then says they can't do anything. Guys, not good. Not good. Back to back to this damn basic salary stuff. From ages 45 to 54, the average income is $50,000. So now you're getting towards the end of your career, and the average person is making $50,000 a year. Okay. Now, from 55 to 64, your final retirement, it goes actually down a little bit to 49,000 and change. You peaked out. You peak out in your 30s and 40s. The average person, there's above average. And you kind of maintain that around 50,000 until you're in your 60s. And then 65 plus, remember, you could still work after you collect Social Security. Remember, my mom raised 3 kids, worked 2 jobs, and still worked into her 70s. I don't want to hear that some people, guys, okay, so you need help, okay, but you also need to do. Okay. I've had so many trolls blast me about they're allowed to take a nap. If you're taking a nap, you're always going to be below average because you're losing time in the day, you're losing productivity. Do you want to go to Walmart and see the workers taking a nap? Do you want to go get your car repaired and see the mechanic taking a nap? No, you want it done. Okay. If you want to get your life done, look, I'm not saying you can't take a nap, but I'm saying there's a time for everything. And there's a time to look at your career, to look at your life, to look at your age and ask yourself, what are you doing and what have you been doing? If not, you will get into your 60s. You'll have below average Social Security. You'll spend above average time online trying to figure out how you can live dead broke. And that's the algorithm of not good. Is there any shame if you're in the algorithm? No, but why wouldn't you want people to know this is life? And if you want services when you wake up from your nap and when you go out into the world, if you want gas stations pumping gas, if you want food stacked on the shelf, if you want car mechanics to fix your car, if you want RVs to have campgrounds ready, if you want electricity when you plug in, if you want electricians, if you want substations, if you want plumbers, if you want things in society, remember, all these people are working. And remember, these are the average salaries. And remember, the average person has a house, 2 kids. The average person's just getting by. It's hard to say no to things. People are consumers. Nomads are consumers. What do you want out of life? What are you doing to get out of it? You get what you put into something. Yeah, you got to get a little lucky. Yeah, you got to get help. But the more effort you put, the more people want to help you, the more luckier you get. That's the message in tonight's live comments. I hope this data helped you to science some emotion behind it. Remember, we're not just robots. Remember, robots don't take a nap. Remember that if you lie to your social worker, you're a liar. Thou shalt not lie. Remember, there's someone who sent me a PayPal today. I didn't respond. I can't respond to some PayPals. They sent me $10 and they said, it's my birthday. I'm looking to get a $10 gift. And I know the scriptures say, you have not because you ask not. One is, I'm not responding to that because I don't know if it's a scam or I don't know what the hell's going on. But I said to myself, she don't know the whole scripture. Because after the Bible says that, it says, but even when you ask, you don't get because you ask with the wrong intention. So it's not just that you have to ask for something, you have to ask with the right intention. And the Bible also says if you don't work, you don't eat. The Bible doesn't say anything about you should be guaranteed food. The Bible says if you don't work, you don't eat. You got to know all of the Bible. And don't tell me what you expect to get. Okay? Guys, I don't understand some people. So the bottom line, guys, that's the message tonight. We're going to all live comments. Shout out to everyone out there. Can't help everyone, guys. Go and help yourself. And you can help some people, but you know what I mean. Andre, thank you again for being first. ESP's making above average salary, I believe, in Alaska. Cartoon Mark, another above average achiever over there in upstate New York. And I believe you can make above average salary in Florida. Hal, what's good, Sam? Yep, you are making above average at $58K at the age of 37. Yeah, look, the average salary at the age of 37 is about $49K. You're making about $10K more. So you're doing well, and you like you say, you add some side hustles. You do Amazon Flex, you do DoorDash. That's at least 10, 15 grand a year if you're doing it on the side. More like 25, 35, you're doing it full time. You got a driver's license, that means you are certified that you can drive. Okay. Andre, no Sam. He wanted to come back to New Jersey, but he stayed in Florida because he got a good job. Well, there you go. I would have never hired him. He had a bad attitude, in my opinion. But it shows that two things. One is you got to be a little bit uncomfortable to get a better job, or you got to be a little bit uncomfortable to do something. I was talking to somebody I know today, and they say, yeah, I don't think this person is doing this thing because I think they're scared or they don't like it. I said, well, yeah, sometimes you got to be uncomfortable to do something. I said, they're lying to stay there. So one is they're going to be uncomfortable because they're creating the wrong atmosphere, planting the wrong seed. And two is they're trying to stay somewhere that's not a permanent place to stay. So it's not supposed to be comfortable. It's supposed to be a transition. You know, Walmart parking lot's not supposed to be a permanent house. You know, look, guys, Sometimes in life you get pushed a little bit. Okay. None of us like to get pushed. Okay. Good to see you, Paula. But this is life, you know. And if you look back at your life and if you're being honest, you understand this. Paula, shout out to you. I hope you're doing well. And I believe you're making above average. As long as those ghosts stop stealing your gummy bear weed. Shout out to Paula, shout out to Andre Howe, Cartoon Mark, ESP. Above average character people. If you have a positive attitude, people tend to want to be around you. If people tend to want to be around you, you tend to make more money. You have a bad attitude, you can still make money, but people tend to not want to fuck with you. Jack Burst, hold up now. $1.99 super chat. Sick of lazy people that want it all. Slap the keyboard. Well, I will say this, that I don't begrudge the lazy. I'm not mad at the lazy. Why? Because remember, if the majority of people weren't lazy, you wouldn't get ahead. So if you want everyone to be diligent, that means everyone's going to be average. The lazy person is the reason you get promoted. They didn't show up or they did a bad job. The lazy person is the reason that, look, the lazy person you don't want to be around, but you don't want to begrudge. You just want to understand human nature. You want to understand the averages, what makes, there's no exact science to life. You could do everything right and be below average. Guys, you can train 1,000 hours in a gym. Michael Jordan's going to be above average. You may be below. But I guarantee you, if you work 1,000 hours and you have a positive attitude and you manage your expenses, you're going to get ahead. I guarantee if you take 1,000 naps, you don't work, you're going to get left behind. So there are some basic understandings. Wandering off, aka Aileen. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, UBG Vlogs. Wandering off. I was watching your videos, and I love when you said go where you are celebrated and not where you are tolerated. I love it. Yeah, I've heard that saying many times in the church community, in the motivational talk community. And it's true. Look, if you go somewhere and people begrudge you. Now, I'm not talking professionally. I'm talking, this is mainly personally. Professionally, guys, obviously as you advance your career, you can choose where you go more. Remember, if you don't start your career, you always start at the bottom. Remember, when you start at the bottom, you don't get to choose where you go. Remember, when you work your way up and you take the promotion and you keep showing up and you work at some jobs you don't like, after a while, you have more choices. So it's all part of that algorithm. Love you, Wandering Off. Thank you for the comment. Twista! What's up, Sam? And everyone, Twista, great to see you. ESP, I'm surprised by those averages, considering that most adults have kids and mortgages. Well, remember, usually two adults work in the house. So if the average adult is making around $50,000, if two people are working, that's $100,000. Remember, daycare is very expensive. So that's going to eat up, 30% of that. And maybe the wife end up staying at home. Now you're down to 50. Now, remember, you may have an above average salary on one end, $75K for one person, and the other person. But most households, you got two incomes. But, most people, even if they got a nice car, nice house, they're dead broke net worth. So remember, you can leverage a lot of debt if you have income. If you have income, you're always no one starves to death, even the most below average. Again, I know someone I know right now that I know personally, okay, is that they lie, okay, when they go talk to their social worker. They lie and they don't do anything. They don't try to improve their life. They're getting all the help. And so I'm saying that to say, guys, whether you don't want to do anything, whether you're doing something but you have kids and a family, if two people are work, you double. Okay, so if the average person makes 50 and two people work, that's a 100K household. If you have two kids, you're not taking home 100K, okay, because you got daycare, okay, you got housing, you got insurances, you got food. Okay. You're living probably very close to paycheck, maybe you got 10 grand in savings. Okay. You got a nice car, you got a car payment. Okay. This is how the rut begins. Now, I've been spared in some ways, so I don't want to act too boastful. Good comment, ESP. UBG Vlogs, Twista, heart emoji. Wandering off, hey, UBG Vlogs. UBG Vlogs, hey, wandering off. Hey, UBG Vlogs. Oh, God, another one in the crypto. She goes, I am into crypto too. How do you handle taxes? Question mark. Seems legally it's no more better than anywhere else. Well, here's the thing. One is if you're trading, it doesn't matter if it's crypto, the S&P 500 stocks or penny stocks, because you're only paying taxes on realized gains, which means you're buying and you're selling. It's like a house. Jack doesn't make any money on his house till he sells his house. That's why he doesn't have to pay taxes. If you have crypto and you bought Bitcoin at 20,000 and now it's 50,000, you didn't make a dime. So you don't pay no taxes on that. You didn't sell. Now, if you're day trading and you're buying and selling, then if you accumulate the 365 days and on each day you made, or not on each day, but if you take all the days and you made more than you lost, then you pay taxes only on that you made. As an example, if you traded 365 days of the year, which you couldn't even trade that many in most currencies or most stocks, because the stock market's not open 365, it's usually about 250 days a year trading, then let's just say, out of 200 days, you lost 100,000, and out of 50 days, you made 30,000. You're paying no taxes. Why? Because you have a net loss of 70K. So that's why I always tell you guys, you know a lot about a person by 7 years worth of tax returns. And when someone doesn't want to show you, you don't know anything about their finances. So you don't pay taxes till you sell a house, a stock, an investment, anything. And you can offset that in many ways. Do you have other losers? What are your deductions? What's your itemization? You can write off, many things. So good comments. UBG Vlogs. You need to fund an IRA to avoid taxes. Remember, you don't pay taxes unless you cash in and take profits. There you go. Yep, you get it. And remember, there's an IRA and a Roth IRA. And remember, depending on your income, you can only contribute so much to either. If you make under 130, you can put, I think the max is, if you're under 50, $6,000 a year in a Roth IRA. And I think you can make a little bit more in a regular IRA. There's differences there. So, you got to know that too. Roth IRA is non-taxable on your gains that you take out after retirement age. And an IRA, I believe, still is tied to a retirement age. So if you're day trading and it's part of your income each year, you're not trading in IRAs. You're trading in brokerage accounts. If you're taking that money out as profit every year. If you're just doing it for long-term retirement and you're in and out of things, that could be a little bit different depending on what account you're in. But, you got to think about that. UBG Vlogs. Right now, I'm selling off to offset my gains. See, and that's what the other thing is. Like, let's say you made $20,000 on one stock, but let's say you lost $30,000 in another. So actually, you lost $10,000 for the year. Many people only tell you about their winners, not their losers. Never forget that. UBG Vlogs. Then I buy back at a higher price. Yeah, here we go. It's the cycle of stuff. UBG Vlogs. All my NFTs are hidden. Yeah, I guarantee you, if you looked at UBG Vlogs tax returns, guys, she would qualify for a lot of subsidies. Twista, F the chasing interest rate life. Guys, don't chase interest rate. Don't worry about inflation. What do you need to worry about? Your income and managing your expenses, saving a certain amount, not investing, sustaining that, and then only putting 30% in some type of risk. Why? That's your best life. Everything else, you could destroy your mental health and probably destroy your bag. And don't have too many kids, if any kids. And don't buy too big a house. There you go, guys. That's your life financially. Twista. Maximize W-2 for the win. 90% of the population, that's their best choice. Everything else is cherry on the top. I agree. Christina just left. My like and love to all here. Christina, purple heart emoji. The purple sausage emoji. I believe that's the eggplant thing. Because we're praying that you enjoy yourself and we love you. UBG Lux, just be careful of scammers, especially anything to do with Forex. Forex is a complete scam. The other thing that's a scam is someone PayPals you. That's what happened today. I had some great people PayPal me. I thank you. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, everyone. This one girl, I don't know if she was positive or negative. She goes, she goes, it's my birthday coming up in a few days, and I would like a gift of $10. And she gave me $10. What? It was all type of crazy. I was like, and then she was like, you have not because you ask not. And I'm saying, well, the rest of the scripture says, and then when you do ask, you ask with the wrong motives. If you ask me to have a private conversation, you're asking with the wrong motives. If you give something and then at the same time you ask for something, that's the wrong motives. Just don't even give. Just go take a nap. UBG Locks. PayPal's a bunch of crooks too. Now, look, PayPal's been a blessing to me. I PayPal people and I've got PayPal. Elon Musk co-founded it. It's a great way to transfer money. I'm way for that above a lot of other things I see out there. Wandering off. Kids are expensive. $250,000 for 18 years. That's what the government estimates. If you consider the size of the house that you need, or housing, rent or buy, insurances, clothes, food, etc. Don't have them. Yeah. Look, if you make the most of it, and I thank God for the loving parents. That's their goal. They did a great job. Thank you. If you're unsure if you want kids, when in doubt, don't buy and don't have kids. If you are dead broke, don't have kids. Why? Why make them suffer? Is it about you or is it about them? That's my opinion. Do what you want. Yeah. And wandering off, testify. She knows she got 3. Yeah, I think, look, and I was the 3rd child, supposed to be an abortion. Love my mom, love my parents, had a great childhood. But I would tell you this, guys, 3 kids breaks the bank. It breaks the stress. It's too much stress. 2 kids enough. 1 kid, I don't even think most people should have 1 kid. But again, what should everyone do? Whatever they want. There's no exact science to life. UBG Vlogs. Hey there, Christina. Twist up. Sam. I love you. Never forget it. Twista, I love you also, brother. May the blessings of Jack Burris and all the positive people be upon you. UBG Vlogs. I'm glad my son is out on his own. Yeah. It's not easy. Not easy. Christina, today I went through all activity in my bank account, saved $154 in scams and useless stuff. Yeah, guys, look, just remember, you can't cut your way to financial freedom. It's good that you're looking on what's going on with your money and you ain't wasting money. But remember, it's even better to make a little bit more money. Why? Because even if you do nothing, you always got to eat. Even if you do nothing, there's always going to be a utility bill. There's always going to be something. Now, again, if you're disabled, if you're really hurt, if you're elderly, what can you do? You're there. If you can do something, do it. Why? One is you got to do something with your time. I don't understand how people can do nothing all day. And then 2 is you're going to feel better about yourself physically, emotionally, and financially. So again, there's exceptions to this. Don't anyone take this personal. But I am very firm that you cannot cut the expenses enough to get ahead. No. You have to have a certain level of income. There's no way around it. Now, again, that doesn't mean people don't do it, because I know a lot of people doing it. They want to get by, but then they bitch and moan about getting by. Oh, I survived another day. Here's my Walmart this. Here's my Walmart that. I was like, hey, guys, look. What'd you do all day? So, it's like, guys, you only do so much. That was like that big scam, like, oh, I saved 15% on my car insurance. Look, car insurance can go up. It's good to save, but you ain't going to get ahead by saving no 15% in your car insurance. You're going to get ahead by making $50 extra a day on DoorDash. You're going to get ahead, by making sustainable income, putting a little bit more effort. Not saving 15% on your car insurance. That ain't never going to work. UBG Lux. I had just the one, and that was one too many. Well, UBG Vlogs, there's a lot to unpack there. We're going to stay positive. UBG Vlogs, so sorry to hear that, Christina. Hey, HV. UBG Vlogs, I just got slammed with a lawsuit. Damn. And have to deal with a nightmare. I'll tell you, UBG Vlogs, you got drama for days. We love you. UBG Vlogs, can everyone remember to smash that thumbs up? UBG Vlogs, You got the mindset of a steel titanium brain. I mean, I don't know how you can go through all that stress and still stay positive and then tell people to click my thumbs up. I give you credit. Because I tell you right now, man, like when I get, that's why I can, I'm very conscious now how much I own because it aggravates me. It sounds like you do a lot, but you also got a lot going on. You're very, so let's say, everyone's different. Everyone. I love you, UBG Vlogs. Twist of Fire, thank you. Christina, sorry to hear that. UBG Vlogs, yeah. UBG Vlogs, we love you. Christina, we love you. Christina's been gracious to me. Thank you. Twista, we love you. Andre, we love you. ESP, we love you. Cartoon Mark, we love you. Jack Burris, you know what it is. We love you. Wandering off? Hal. Oh, man, I hope I get something out of this one. UBG Vlogs. What else can I do? Yeah, no, I get you. I do cry, but I have to just get to go with it. Well, I give you credit. You have a level of tenacity that is a gift. You have strength, And I met a lot of people, even when their life is a disaster, they have strength, man. And it's amazing. It's like, it's a miracle. And, but I see a lot of unnecessary suffering in a first world country. And mainly because of people's own actions, not because of any dark force. But I don't get involved in other people's business. I'm on my own damn business. And I just try to make videos to give you some information, some inspiration, some motivation. Remember, at the end of the day, taking care of myself, taking care of yourself, keep you busy the rest of your life. It's not about going around judging other people. It's about saying, okay, here's the averages. Where do I fall? There's some things in life I do, I'm below average. Play to your strengths. I put effort into my life, though. You can do it. Believe me, you can be a below average at something and still be above average. Believe me. Because a lot of people have some things that are above average, but they're basically below average. So it's not just about one metric. Life is a comprehensive thing. There's many layers of life, guys. Finance is one. Okay. There's many layers of life. Okay. But like many things in life, when you see a lot of disorder, there is a lot of recurring patterns of bad behavior or bad habits. The grace of God covers it all. I believe in it. I believe love covers a multitude of sin. I'm not a harsh guy. I'm a teddy bear. Okay. And I've seen the psychopathic mind, no matter how positive I am, no matter what I say. I mean, I have a couple people that are very negative. Most people are positive, though. And most people, like Paula, they got their own shit. Christina, they're hanging in there. I give you guys credit. Sometimes, even Cartoon Mark, sometimes you guys are more positive than me. UBG Vlogs, hey, Mark. UBG Vlogs, I could lose my house because of this issue. Yeah, I remember when I was looking to change car insurance about a year ago. Because my car insurance went up. And again, saving 15% on a car insurance ain't going to do nothing major. But it gets me aggravated that if you're with the same company for several years, they just put it up too high. So I just called a couple spots just to compare what would be the difference. And at this point in society, you could save a little bit, but most of these auto insurances, they're all running off the same data analytics. And you're going to get pretty close to the same price. But they do kind of keep moving it up when you're with them for the same time because they know people don't want to go through the aggravation. So once in a while, I check them. But when I was checking to get car insurance, one of the things that the newer insurance agent asked me, they go, well, do you own a home? And they go, okay, because if you own a home, if you got in an accident, lawyers look at that as part of your assets. But to be honest with you, if you get sued and you have $100,000 in the bank or you have $100,000 paid off house, your house is actually more protection. Why? Especially if it's your primary residence. Because it would be harder for them to seize your house rather than to seize $100,000 cash. Because there's more laws to protect you if that's your primary residence. Now, if it's just an investment property, that's different. That's like a savings account. So there is some benefit with home ownership, but it's also something that could be used against you. There's lawsuits because of it, it's true. That's why some homeowners insurance is liability insurance. You have a party, your kids have a party, someone gets hurt at your kid's party, so you can get sued. I've seen it happen. So, that's life. Yeah, it's true. UBG Vlogs. Hey, Mark. UBG Vlogs. Oh, I read that. UBG Vlogs. And I spoke to my ex this afternoon. Oh, you backsliding. I love you. That's why I told you, change your number. Why? It was only a matter of time before you slid back in your DMs and you slid your panties off. And then now you're addicted to the D again. Okay? And you already got addiction problems. That's what happens. And that's why I never get too involved in people's relationship. Why? Because most people are going to end up back together, and then they're going to be mad at me for telling them to move on. Like I know right now, I know Mrs. Cartoon Mark, she hates me. Why? Because I tell Cartoon Mark, look, go lit. Nah. But I know, I've been through that life where even two toxic people that shouldn't be together, if you get involved, you're right by saying, look, you shouldn't be in this toxic relationship. But most of them are going to go back to each other. The only time it's possible, a little bit, is if there's children involved and if the mother really is looking at the kids. I know that's what my mom did. And it said, I can't let the kids suffer anymore. Okay. And even that's not guaranteed. So most people go end up back with each other, wandering off. And I understand. I mean, I've been through similar. It's not easy. I think about how much discipline it took me to stay away from unhealthy relationships. I said, damn, no wonder most people never get away. I look at how much discipline it takes me to walk off a car lot, RV lot, when I could buy something. And God, I wonder, I'm not surprised that most people keep buying cars, keep buying RVs. I get it. So I'm not judging, but I got to share it. I got to plant some seed. I got to remind myself. Okay, I just can't tell you, oh yeah, go take a nap, then go upgrade your car, and then go do nothing. Because damn, now you're tired as fuck. Guys, that's the algorithm of crazy shit. You know what I mean? So, wandering off. Sam, you don't need any more friends. You have us. Well, I appreciate that. Look, I've had some good friends in my life. I know I still have a few handful of people that I love and I talk to. But I spend 90% of the time by myself. Even online, I got a couple stalkers, even one the other day. So, you know what I mean? I don't trust anyone 100%. And I tell you guys, don't put anyone, including me, up on a pedestal 100%. So why? Because it's human nature. Like even Jesus said, you don't trust people 100%. So I'll never be surprised about anything, and at any time anyone can get you, but I don't ever look around like, oh yeah, this person completes me or you guys. Look, we're connecting and I'm very grateful for the positive people I've met online in real life. But I know that, you can't put your hopes in people too much, and you can't expect people to put their hope in you too much. You have to take humans for what they are, and take the moment, cherish it, and let it go, because you never know what tomorrow is going to bring. Thank you, wandering off. UBG Vlogs. He was wishing me an Xmas greeting. Oh yeah. Suck you right back into that D, and you fell right on it. UBG Vlogs, but I miss him a bit. Oh yeah, now you're done. Now you're back. Every time you establish contact again, now you got to do another 3 months with no contact. It's like doing drugs. Yeah, you can go through detox. It takes about 5 to 7 days for your body to physically not be addicted to anything. It's all mental. But the minute you do drugs again, now you got to go through detox again. So you were over your ex as far as at least you detox from them. But now you just took another hit of them. So now you're in the cycle of addiction. And that all spirals. You know what I mean? That's crazy. I know. I understand. Not easy. UBG Vlogs. That's why I tell you got to change your number. UBG Vlogs. He won't come out to my house since we are in the middle of a storm. Well, that storm will pass and then there'll be another storm. And it'll be a disaster. A tornado of pain coming your way. UBG Vlogs. Anyway, I'm talking to this other guy. UPG Vlogs, you've been thinking about your ex the whole time. The other guy was just a sugar high. You knew you were going right back where you came. I know life, and I know when someone's ready to move on. Why? Because there's only one bit of proof. Only one bit of proof that someone's ready to move on. They change their number. They don't give it to anyone other than healthy people they know in their life. And then they don't have as many friends. They don't have as many people. And they're willing to be alone. And they're willing to suffer. And they're willing to do self-care. And they're willing to be in a support group. They're willing to change their life. And most people, they're loving, they're great. They're going to heaven. But they're not going to improve their life here in this world. I know a guy talks all the time about the afterlife. This guy still got talent. He fucking wants to die. Okay? He's begging not to be attached to anything in this world because he wants to fucking die. But the reason he's suffering more is not because he has attachments. It's because he refuses to get out of his fucking bedroom and go out there and do something. So he suffers more. And then he tells us about the afterlife. How can he tell us about the afterlife? He wants to die. He fucking suffers. And he suffers more because he does less. Okay. He's mind fucking life. Okay. And what can I do? I try to give him a cold shower. Okay. There's only so much I can do, guys. UBG Vlogs. Yeah, I'm back on drugs again too. Well, I mean, I gotta figure that out. I love you. I don't judge you. My life is a mess. I don't judge. And might as well jump off a bridge. I'm not saying that. Guys, I don't say that. But I understand. I understand everything. UBG Vlogs, I give you credit for staying positive and hanging in there. Just try to get through the day. That's what I tell everyone. Try to get through the day. Stay positive. I tell healthy things. I love you, UBG Vlogs. You know that. I'm not on judge. And I'm not. I hear you. Christina. Sam. I loved the gracious comments you made about all of us on Christmas. Well, Christina, one is, again, you've been very generous to me. You got your own stuff going on. Two is everyone, the vast majority of people on YouTube, and definitely my members, except for a few that were trolling me, you guys have been gracious to me. And I know you guys got your own problems. Like, look what Paula just said. She got her own shit going on. And Christina, I know you got your own stuff. I know you had 2 kids. 2 kids, you got 2 kids. I know, guys. I know life. So, and I know what's the number one thing people want. Someone to listen to, someone to talk to, and someone to be there for them. And that's it, guys. I tell you guys out there, and girls, human nature-wise, forget RVs, forget home base. All you got to do is talk to people. Now, you got to be doing something to take care of yourself so you have an overflow to give something. Whether it's energy, information, inspiration, you can't pour from an empty cup. You say, yeah, I'm going to go online, I'm going to talk to people. Well, if you ain't taking care of yourself, what are you going to tell them about your nap? Well, what are you going to tell them about? You did nothing? What are you going to tell them about the afterlife? Guys, no. You got to take care of yourself in order to connect with people in a positive way. You disconnect from people when you have to fill your cup back up. Okay. And so, I love you, Christina. I said all that to say I love you. Thank you, Tristan. Discipline is literally godliness. It is, but we all fall. We need the grace of God. I've seen how hard it can be in my own life. I hear you. You've been a huge reinforcement in my head, a lot of things. Well, thank you, Twister. You've been a very positive person. I fall sometimes. Even now, guys, I got to really catch myself, man, because it's not easy. It's a daily battle. And that's why I tell you guys to self-care, to management of time, when in doubt, don't buy. Because you only got to do a little slipping. And but again, if you slip, it's the grace of God there. But you don't want to stay down. Why? Because the world keep kicking. You got to get back up as best you can. Thank you, Twister. UBG Vlogs. Everyone has problems. I agree with that. And it's just wonderful that Sam and everyone here is daily, so I appreciate you all. Well, Paula, we appreciate you because you're honest. Number one, I give you a lot of credit for that. Number two is you got a great spirit. I'm going to tell you right now, you're very charismatic. People are drawn to you. You're very entertaining. You're very charming. You're very loving. You know, so look, I don't know, man. I mean, I think about life, man, and I get it. You know, so sometimes I hate that I'm so boisterous because I say, man, most people they don't need to get beat up, but I'm sharing out of the abundance of my passion. Again, like I could share out of the emptiness of my soul, and sometimes I do when I'm down. So, and I get that speaks to people. But I always try to be true to the moment that I'm in. But I do try to temper myself and put myself under self-control when I feel I'm going too far. So again, if you listen to my message and I'm at a point in my delivery or there's a certain night where I'm going extra, you got to remember that's a moment I'm in, but you got to remember the context of my over 3,000 videos and the messages I'm giving. And that will help you see beyond the things that rub you the wrong way. And then if you don't like the things that I'm delivering, then you got to go somewhere else. Because I don't know why people stay if they just want to change someone else. I mean, that's like crazy shit. Thank you, Paul. Christina, UBC Vlogs, one day at a time. That's good advice. Focus on self-care. It's great advice. And the grace of God when you don't do it. Yeah. Good job, Peyton Olin. Uncle Sam, what's up, Peyton Olin? This is a good lesson, I bet. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, Again, we all fail, so we're never going to master life. There's no such thing. We can get better, though. Again, I believe you put a little bit of effort in life, you can get better. But you're still going to fall. I mean, we're all flawed. So, but what should we do? Should we not try to get better? Should we just, like, give into darkness? Oh, God. Look, if life got hard enough, any of us, including me, would. Job did in the Bible, so I'm not going to say here and say, look, but all I can do is, and all you can do is what you can do, okay? And compassion and grace, okay, I believe in it. But like I said, guys, I mean, I talked to someone I know today, and like, I get it, they got issues, okay? But I also get it, they put effort into lying to a social worker, and they abuse help, and then they claim no one wants to help them. So, they're smart enough to deceive someone who's trying to help them. So what do I say? I'm not going to put any energy into their life. I'm going to avoid them the rest of my damn life. What type of person takes time to figure out how to lie to someone, whether it's the government or someone who's trying to help them? What type of person? I'll tell you what type of person you want to be a fuck around. Okay. You don't want to be a fuck around them. I don't care what you call it. But I'll tell you this, guys. I don't look to judge or hurt people or expose them. But when I see someone is fucking around, I say, I'm not even going close to them. Not even going to be in the same room as them. Because there's bad energy, man. And I don't want to hear any sad story. I don't want to know about Dollar Tree gifts. I don't want to know about none of that shit. Because these are the type of people that walk around with a service dog and claim they need to be loved, but they can hurt other people. You would never want to be their service dog. And we all fail our dogs, so I'm not blasting them for that. But they put no effort, none, into loving others. It's all about them. And then they date drunks, they date drug addicts, and then they claim they're the one being done wrong. They're bullshitters. They're the devil. Don't fuck with them. In your family or in society, don't fuck with them. Okay? Because society tries to help them. You know what they do? They play the game. And then they claim society against them. Okay. So, again, guys, I walk around like a teddy bear. I don't want to hurt anyone. Okay. I'm just out here trying to get some honey. Okay. Give me some of that honey love. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get. And I'm just doing my thing. Now, don't forget, though, I always tell you guys, teddy bear has claws. I had a couple trolls say some shit online. So these people, they won't. All right. All I can tell you is this. No matter what you are in this world, This world is temporary. There will be an afterlife, or there will be nothing after this life. I mean, we're going to find out. But I'm going to tell you this. Your life in this world is going to be worse if you try to do nothing and think about how the next life is going to be better. If you have zero ability, if you are totally deformed, if you're totally incapable, I don't know how you're watching this live feed. I don't know how you created a YouTube account. I don't know how you have a driver's license. So, I get it, but I also get it that, there's average, the vast majority of people. There's below average people. We all have some things we're below average. And there's above average. Again, I'm never going to be as above average as Michael Jordan. I'm never maybe going to be as above average as Bill Gates. Oh, I hate Bill Gates. Guys, Bill Gates created Microsoft. That's Xbox 360 for you. Teams. How many people work remote use Teams? The healthcare work he's done overseas, more than anyone has ever done for any of people, even in their own family. Yeah. You get sick. You know what your devil relative get you a hot soup from the Dollar Tree, and then they molest you, and then they take advantage of you, and they call Bill Gates the devil for a vaccine. That's what they do. Okay. And they drink their alcohol with their prescription pills. And Bill Gates is worse than them? Nah, hell no. I'll take Bill Gates for the win, man. Yeah, I'll take Bill Gates for the win. Because your doctor told you don't mix alcohol with prescription pills. And if they didn't, you went to 5 doctors to find the one that will refill your prescription. That's right. And Bill Gates is the devil? Yeah. Guys, man, give me the booster, man. Now, I don't want the booster, but you know what I mean, guys. I mean, come on, what do you want to talk about? You want to talk about life? You want to talk about health? You want to talk about what people do, average people, below average people? What they contribute to society? How many people you know hate Bill Gates, but they don't do nothing? They actually do nothing. But when they go to Walmart, they want the stocks. They want the shelf stocked. When they go to the gas station, they want gasoline. When they go in the gas station, they want free ice. Yeah. They want everything from society. They don't do nothing for society. Who are they? Yeah, who are they? Forget the vaccine. Who are they? What type of sick world without a virus do we have? Okay. So the virus lives, in the people you associate with. Okay. So when you associate with the wrong people, guys, you shouldn't fear Bill Gates. You should fear these people, because they'll inject you with their toxic, DNA altering habits, mindset, and attitude. Because believe me, if they take a nap, who are you to not take a nap? Believe me, if they eat unhealthy, believe me, if they drink, believe me, if they smoke weed, believe me, if they don't have a home base and they want to live in their car and do nothing, or believe me, if they have a home base and they scared to sell, you think they want you running around? Hey guys, I cut the apple a million ways, man. Devil all different ways, man. That spirit, deceiver, accuser of the brethren, thief of joy, stalker. Yeah, I saw you too in Starbucks. Watch yourself, man. So what I want to tell you is this. In this world, don't just worry about other people and conspiracies. Worry about doing what you need to do for yourself, getting above average up to your potential output. Because there's input and output. Twister, Sam, Forgot the big things. Bill Gates' computers is what Burger King uses on the drive-thru. Bill Gates has helped more of humanity than just about any other person ever walked the face of this earth. Even if the vaccine kills people, guys, you can look at what Bill Gates did with his life, and you can say he contributed more than most people who hate him. Fact. Look, guys, I wasn't a big fan of the vaccine. But I can tell you, most people get still and die. Okay. It got people out of the hospital. 90% of people going to the hospital are unvaccinated. And, no matter what, Microsoft, Xbox, all the healthcare work he did overseas, I'm damn sure not going to listen to a lazy sloth who has a 10% DoorDash rating, who will cut your throat in a minute, leave a nasty comment online. I'm going to take their advice. Now, again, if you got immune deficiency, if you can't get the vaccine, or if you just ain't want it, I get it. I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about people that looked at. I get it. But I'm talking about people ain't doing shit. People are nasty. Because, guys, I'm not big like, vaccinate everything. I get it, But I'm just trying to use that example. Because I couldn't believe how many people that do nothing with their life. They work hard to do nothing. And Bill Gates has done a lot for humanity. And I said, look, you don't like the vaccine? Fine, all right. But Bill Gates ain't the devil and you the angel. And I'll tell you that right now, that's bullshit. Huh. Yeah. So, Burger King, yeah. When the psychopaths order Whoppers, he revolutionized the world. I agree. Look, sometimes when these psychopaths tell me not to get a home base, I say, oh, well, I look at it the same way the vaccine. I said, well, if they tell me I shouldn't do it, maybe I should do it. Because I'll tell you right now, I'm looking at their results. Think about it, guys. Like you always go look, someone tells you something. You always go look, all right, what's there, like some lady left a comment saying, like, oh, my grandpa took a nap. He was a farmer. One of us said, hey, old lady, were you there for your grandfather when he died? How are your relationships with your children? How is your productivity? Don't just justify a nap to me. And again, my mom takes a nap. I love my mom. She's hardworking. I'm not saying you can never take a nap, but I'm saying I question who would get that upset about not taking a nap, at least trying to figure out, could you not take a nap? Would you sleep better? How many pills would you not have to take if you didn't take a nap? Yeah. So, hey, look, this is what I've seen. Paid it on. Bill Gates' dad was a part owner of Planned Parenthood. Good, there should be more abortions. Last time I checked, foster care is still out there. Last time I checked, most people can't even take care of themselves. They got a service dog and they want a kid. Thank God for Planned Parenthood. Last time I checked, mentally ill people come inside their girlfriend because they say that's what God wants me to do, procreate. But they don't work. They're on SSDI. God says if you don't work, you don't eat. And they say, God told me to reproduce. People are mentally ill. So let me tell you something, guys. I'm pro-abortion. So, I thank God for Planned Parenthood. A lot of people shouldn't have kids. They should damn sure at least have the choice. Okay. You say, well, I should have the choice to get vaccinated. Well, do you have the choice to get vaccinated from polio? If you have a kid, you need help, where do you go? Do you go to the government? So, look, guys, there's many layers to that conversation. Okay. But what I can tell you is this, guys, there's many people who are mentally unfit. They have a handicap parking thing. And they're not mentally fit to raise a child. Raising a child is hard as hell, even for someone who's mentally fit. So, Peyton Nolan, you got that father-in-law, man. He's mentally ill. He goes, it's not only for abortions. They do HIV, AIDS, STD testing. He's like, yeah. Look, guys, Planned Parenthood. Who are you going to go to? Okay. You going to go to your family members? Ask Peyton Nolan. He's got a mentally ill father. Fucking toxic as hell in that house. If he got a girl pregnant, where's he going to go? He's going to go to them, raise that kid in love? Fucking Peyton Nolan can barely keep his own sanity in that fucking house, man. If life is a blessing, why do you take a nap? Why do you sleep away your life? If life is a blessing, why do you mix your alcohol, which kills you, with prescription pills? Something natural. If life is a blessing, why are you sad? Why are you depressed? Look, if you're here, shit, make the most of it. If you're bringing other people in this world, you gotta think about it. It can't be about you. That's selfish. It has to be about the person you're bringing into this world. Because the person you bring into this world may get so depressed that they think about the afterworld more than they think about this world. Jack Burris, 199. Yes. Screening for having kids. Slap that keyboard. Look, you got to take out a permit to put an addition on your house. I know I did. Oh, I know I've done that. I was a contractor. You should have to take out a permit to have a kid. You should have blood tests. You gotta have a urine test to get your prescription filled, right? You should have to at least take a drug test before you have a kid. Mentally fit test, financial test. You say who would have kids? People who are only mentally, physically, financially ready to have them? Yeah, let's make the world a better place. I mean, what do you want? I mean, guys, I don't know why you wouldn't want that for the unborn. What do you want for the unborn? Whatever they get? Yeah, so I don't know what people thinking. I know what they thinking. They act on their impulse. They just want to, they just want to reprocreate. They don't care about anything else. They just want their sensors filled. Bing, 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 bing. So, those are my opinions. Twist of Fire, thank you, brother. Jack, thank you. Peyton on, thank you. Guys and girls, look. I hope these videos are helping you some way. That's it. Let's wrap this up. Thank you for watching. Thank you to all my members. Peace. Oh, wait, Twister, I apologize. Twister, Sam. I've tried to find it in my heart to accept my dad is a mental nut and a mental nutcase and not take his shit too seriously. A lot of times I wish death on him. I understand. But then I cool off and realize he's a mental nut. You're never going to change him. The only thing you can hope to do is move out of there before something toxic happens and then have serious boundaries. You may even have to totally cut him off, which I eventually do with my dad. Is it sad? Yes. Do I wish that on people? No. Do you have to do what you have to do? Yeah. Hey, look, my dad was scared to get a vasectomy. Didn't believe in it. Man. Yeah, oh yeah, it's great. So you guys, look. When you become an adult, you're going to have to move out to take your adulthood. Because if you still live under the parents' house, they're going to play that game. You're not going to have authority. Once you move out, guys, it's your life. You can talk to your parents or not. Even if they helped you. It's your life. Fuck it. And it may sound cold, but how much you deal with. Okay, look, you came in this world, you got to figure out how to live in this world as best you can. And you may wake up and your parent may be, having alcohol with prescription pills. And you got to figure out, do I ever want to talk to them again? Or your parent may drink wine every night, be an OCD freak. And you may say, look, do I want to deal with this every day? I got to walk on eggshells. I got to visit them once a year and it's the worst day of my year. I got to tell them everything. They got to tell me nothing. They helped me, so now I owe them my soul. If you got to do that, guys, then, you're never going to be at peace. Look, guys, are you ever going to be at peace in this world? Never 100%, but you do the best you can. But like I said, when we talk about the bag and money, look, guys, if you have the ability, go out there and make your money, man. Because that, if you live below your means, you make your money, at least you got some independence. You got some dignity. If you can't make money, then go see a social worker. Stop lying to them. Don't just look on the paper and online and find out, oh, what places accept vouchers, and then you fucking lie, and then you go back to your trap house. Okay. And don't think a service dog answers that problem. You should be screened before you get a service dog. That's the next thing I would do. Before you get a service dog, you should have to file for a permit. Okay. Not just that you're disabled, but that you have the capacity to take care of another being. Because even me, guys, it was hard for me. It's not just about you getting love. That's great. But if you're emotionally unstable, it's not the service dog that's going to stabilize you. You got other problems you got to work on. Not just being loved, you got to work on yourself. Your dog is not going to, your dog's going to take a nap with you. Is that what you're looking for? Look, if you're a senior, if you worked your whole life, if that's where you're at, look, that's different. But I want to tell you right now, man, some people they're on some other shit. Good night, ESP. Thank you for listening tonight. Twisted, you give an idea. He's an extreme anti-vaxxer. Testosterone, yeah. He thinks it's a government thing. Yeah, and he destroyed his life, and he makes your life a living hell. He's worse than Bill Gates in real life. And his hardcore in astrology. Yep. Nut job. I mean, it makes me almost want to get another vaccine. And thinks the stars are the reason our lives have been so tough. No, the reason life's been so tough because he got a bad attitude. He never had a W-2 job. He was a bad landlord, and he's a blamer, not a doer. Yeah, I'll tell you right now. Damn, I wish Bill Gates was here. No disrespect, Twister, but you know what I'm saying. Twister, oh no, Sam, I gave up on changing him back in high school. Well, you're smart. I wasted 10 years, man. My dad did things for me, but you ain't gonna change people, man. I don't mean to keep you, Sam. I so love. I'm sorry going through this, man. Just wanted to let that out. I'm glad you let that out. I'm sure it helped other people. Thank you, Sam. Good night. Good night, everyone. All right, guys and girls, you know what it is. It's the booster of inspiration. Does it help people? I got no idea, guys. I try to do the best I can. Thank you for watching. One day at a time. Okay? Peace.